Beckoned, welcome back. Have you been enjoying your debates?
I've defeated all your disciples.
Indeed, you have defeated all of my students, Beckoned. The issue I pose to you is this, brought to my mind by your overwhelming strength. Can those with absolute power, such as yourself, have courage? If one enters battle with victory all but assured, can one also be called brave?
That is a solid question. That is a solid question. And kind of ties into what happened with Wenson and how I touched on that, like, because Wenson always knew he was going to win, and the moment he didn't, he suddenly ran away. Knowing that he was certain for victory gave him courage to do all sorts of things, but the second that was no longer a guarantee. Yes, victory is never imminent. Are you calling me a coward? You sound envious of me. Chat wants to go with one. Yes, victory is never imminent.
You have proven differently here at the Lycaeus. Very well. Let us debate. Prepare yourself.
Okay, you're back to using a spear.
I am eager to test it.
Uh-oh. Damn it. You are very strong. Kind of want you to be in close quarters with me as much as possible, because that should stop you from pulling off those attacks.
Your merit will not save.
Ouch. Your arguments were ill thought out. Your logic demonstrably flawed. I'll need these for now. Actually, I just noticed. Map this. I'll map that. Okay.
You have my underlying gratitude for participating in our competitions. Please take this as a token of my
I
appreciation.
debated so hard I've broken his ability to
Word
words.
of your scintillating lectures is sure to bring attention to our school. Already there are more spectators in the Lycaeus than there have been in years. Your thoughts guard you well in combat. May this talisman offer you similar protection. Though we were all taught sound lessons, my students and I have never seen this many in the Lycaeus. Truly, you have helped us.
You are welcome.
Study hard, Beckoned.
Look at us, a patron of philosophy. Okay, let's have a look at that talisman, which is basically a shield. Now, interestingly, in the Teeth of Naros, the rewards you get are going to be tailored to the way you play. So if the game, through various things, the spread of your ability score and also the way you conduct yourself, will give you rewards that are tailored to that playstyle. Way more damage block. Not that I really block. Minus 15% mana cost is huge. And +1 to sorcery ability, so I don't lose anything. This talisman is actually a series of lines written in the Colossae language that takes the form of a philosophical proof. These are arranged in the vague outline of a shield. I'm literally going to guard myself with words. I approve. And to jump. Also, the more people you defeat in that battle, the better the reward you'll get. It would be amazing if the talisman granted a skill in rhetoric. Bro needs some protein in his logic.
I have never seen one so small enter debate with such vigor. There were moments, I will admit, when I was terrified.
Oh no.
Indeed. You are
I
the
love walking
Beckoned.
around,
Have you come seeking debate?
listening to all the thoughts of the
Many
audience.
greetings, stranger.
Krogan would love this debate system. I'm sure they would.
The gods are good to us.
Okay, that was super fun.
Yes?
There is much that we can do here, though.
You must be the Beckoned.
I am indeed the Beckoned. There we go. We've now got access to the Sagecraft Altar, the Alchemical Lab, the Merchant, Repair, and Blacksmithing Forge. These are all great things that we must go and interact with right now.
Even we Colossi do not venture into the lower sewer without cause, Beckoned. I recommend you avoid them as well. I understand that you and she have met. She is powerful, is she not? Truly a paragon of might and virtue. The Primos is the leader of our people in prayer and in other matters of life. They are appointed by Athene herself. Mine is the duty to safeguard the Colossi from any threat, so Secondra has charged all the guard. Lawbreakers in Idylla do not enjoy the luxury of internment. All lawbreakers are immediately subjected to combat. It may seem severe,
Noted.
but we are a wise people. None have had need to test this punishment, least of all you, I am sure. Tread carefully if you are
I would
heading into the
never commit a crime. Never. I don't even know what crime is.
Blessings to you. The marauders of the lands below deserve disdain. They are Colossi no longer.
First we're gonna go to the shop area.
The Beckoned! Can I interest you in a potion? The life of the
Maybe.
Beckoned must be strenuous. Perhaps an elixir would help. There are miracles, great and small, to be seen in this world if you know where to look. But the gods had no use for subtlety with us. Look at this city. You can see their love of us. The plants of the teeth are strange compared to those from our original homeland. They require much attention and deft care, and as I've found, tiny hands. You would make a good apothecary, I wager.
Did you just say I have tiny hands? I think I'm more offended than when you were just straight up calling me short. The only thing worse you could have said is that I had tiny feet. God damn it, they are savage. Savage. Ampersand. Wait, is this a sequel to an old RPG? Well, I mean, this is a remaster of an old RPG game.
Not many of my kind are drawn to horticulture, but it teaches me patience and satisfaction.
Very well. Master healing potions. All right, first and foremost, actually,
I have potions for every need.
first.
I can help repair your equipment.
No. God damn it. The problem with being able to break anything I'm not equipped with is that I break anything I'm not equipped with. I was a little bit too enthusiastic about my salvaging.
The Beckoned. Can I interest you in a potion?
Yes, ampersand. This is the one that starts out with the PC is dead and then got resurrected. Yep. Hello, Log Trimmer. Been watching for a while on YouTube. Watched your entire Keeper RL series about 6 to 7 years ago. I've done a few series of Keeper RL since then. But thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed them. One would assume you did, since you took the time to check out the stream as well.
My potions will allow you to fight the...
Sell all junk. 100,000 gold from selling that junk. You've got a lot of things with me, Brian. Wait. No, I can't buy it back because it's gone. I can't buy it back, chat. It makes me so sad. Master Frost God, I could just buy all of these. And backpack! Up to 90! 90 items! Eric Camus says, to be honest, I'm here because I've already watched all of the YouTube videos. Yeah, I'm caught up completely. Should I just buy all of them? Sure.
Battles
I'm
your
stupid
divine
wealthy.
station requires, Beckoned. I have potions for every need.
Oh. Yeah, I've definitely read that one. Do I not need to read? I've forgotten. Do I not need to read it? Maybe I don't. Oh no, there we are. Yep. Now I can just experiment to find them all, but I'm literally rolling in money. So there's not much reason to. Instead, I can go through and look at all of these. And just purchase them. Save me a lot of time. Does she have a potion that allows for better debating? Quite a lot of them do.
What can I do for
Hello.
you, Beckoned?
Tell me about yourself.
My days as a guard are behind me, but I know my way around arms and armor. I can patch it all up.
I'll take care and transfer the wild. Enjoy your shift.
I was one of the first to settle in Idilla, and I will be the last to leave if it ever comes to that. Many pine for our home of old, but not me. The clouds are my refuge now. Everything one requires, one will find in the concourse market. Weapons, armors, and healing implements.
Repair everything, please.
Farewell.
Farewell to you. Ah. That would be illegal.
Can I interest you in some armor?
As would that. Now, I can read these. Colossi History 1. I think I've read that one. Yes, it has. We have.
Welcome to Idilla, Beckoned. I hope you find it as splendid as we do.
I do find it splendid.
Armor is my passion, my livelihood. No one in all of Idilla can provide protection of higher quality. I am reputed with good reason. Though our skin looks like stone, we are but flesh. As any mortal race, we need armor to protect ourselves. There is no finer city than this. Have you seen any other place in Amalur that can match our horizon? Have you found streets more pristine and appealing? You have not, because that is an impossibility.
Very well. Kane says, I thought she was made of metal, not stone. The impenetrable kite shield of tempering. Impenetrable talisman of winter. There are lots of nice items here. But I think we're
Watch
good
your
for now.
step up here in the concourse. It is a long way down.
It is a long way down. That's true. Hello.
Welcome to the Idylla Market, Beckoned. Can I interest you in a freshly honed weapon?
Possibly.
We prefer the spear, for it suits us most in these lands, against this wilderness. But our travels have taken us many places, and I can craft weapons of every shape, and all are equally deadly. I construct weapons, and then I sell them. Most colossi are uncomfortable with their hands unfilled, so I endeavor to fill them. Would you like
Yeah.
one? A weapon, I mean. Your hands are small.
Why you gotta be so mean?
Our city didn't always have a place among the clouds, but colossi ingenuity changed that. While it saves us from the wilds, it is my weapons that save the guard down below.
So mean. 15% chance to steal 20 mana per hit. That is quite nice. Electrifying staff for bloodletting. Do you have any primal? Doesn't look like you do, actually. Honestly, picking these up for the chance of getting the health is worth it. These are glorious, though. However, I think we'll say no. If any of them were
Mind the city's
primal, I
edges.
might have gone for it. But for now, we'll leave. We've read that one before.
Finest sagecrafter there is not. Ah, the Beckoned. You won't find a better sagecrafter in all of Idylla than me. There is a lesson in sagecrafting. Even the smallest jewel can turn a common sword into a deadly weapon. Attention to detail is not overly common amongst the colossi. Much can escape the notice of one so elevated. But the facets and powers of my gems hold so much meaning and power. How could I ignore them? This city is a promise between us and the gods. But it is also a promise between us and the races of Amalur. My people will grow into the majesty of this city. And with the empire to come, we will spread the gods' light.
I can unbind gens. I do not need to. But oh, can I even? Yeah, I can't even merge gens right now because I
The finest magical crafts,
undid my sage crafting. Oh, this one is allowed. I want it. That's fine. I'm tiny. They can't see me. Too small. They would never know. How would they know? I'm so small. I'm below this sightline, chat. Shh. So tiny, so small. So small and tiny.
The finest magical crafts, Guaranteed. I am sure you shall find something in my stock to your liking, Beckoned.
I'm sure I did. I mean, I will. Yes.
Though magic is new to our people, I can craft fine artifacts for it. I bear my skill proudly. There are those that stand by their spears, but even our greatest warriors acknowledge the worth of magic. I do not envy his position. He must lead us after his predecessor's grave mishaps. However, he will bring much glory to our people should his goal be realized. Our ancestor race, the Myru, had no skill with magic. You can see how much we've progressed. With our arcane skill, we set this whole city to float among the clouds. But such ability must be tempered with appropriate humility, so the Primos has taught.
There. Show me your shop. The Uniting Signet. No, it's worse than the Reinforcing Ring that I've got. You've got some good gems, though. Those will be super useful. Actually, I will buy the raw gems. Those will be useful when I can craft with gems, which I think is the next level. Now, I've already got the henge rings that I can use to apply primal damage if I want to. I'm going to break that down. I think I'm going to break down the primal chakrams so that I've got the components. Oh, and primal great hammer too. And armor-wise, the Colossi mantle. Oh, my lord. That is a lot better. 16% damage resistance while dodging, plus 6% bleed resistance, 11 mana, 12 critical. I mean, this chest piece comes with a mantle that hangs loosely from the shoulders. It is meant to confuse opponents as to where they should strike and provides many hidden pockets. Hidden pockets? I think we know what we're taking, don't we? It's not as good as Chesty McChestface, but, you know, it's getting there.
Everything you need is here in the market.
Alright, primal bow. And the exceptional armor. Now then, can I make... So a primal disc. I don't believe I've got anything that can add primal elemental stuff unless I make the disc itself primal. Which is not something I necessarily want to do. This at least would apply fire damage after making the opponent vulnerable to it. A lot less fire damage, of course, but like a lot less fire damage, but it would do it. Would this be a good replacement for my current weapon, though? Way less burning over 3 seconds. Like, way, way less burning. But it would have primal damage over 10 seconds, and as we've spoken, that nothing is resistant to that. I don't think this is the best use of my abilities just yet. But it's close. I don't know. We could go for this just to have the primal buff. We could. I don't think the 10% fire damage is useful, though. Might be a while before I find another primal disc, however. Still, I mean, you know, we can just hunt for things. Mana regen per second, health regen per second would be a solid one to add. Or just raw health. Or critical hit chance. Or just straight up 14% base health, because we've got a decent amount at this point. What do you think, chat? Do we make a chakram with primal damage? Ultimately, I think we'll probably have the primal on our secondary rather than our primary weapon, but I could put it on here for now. Because we're going to farm primal weapons decently enough. So I don't think we need to hold off on playing with the cool toys until we've got a perfect application of it. I think that might be a bit excessive. Mana regen, I don't think is a huge one for us, though. I don't remember what Primal does, but it sounds cool. It drops all elemental resistances on an opponent by 50. So reduce any resistance or create a weakness by 50%. And also, it does a little bit of elemental damage itself. So it's going to capitalize on the elemental weakness it creates. I think if I had... Wait, do we have an ability to steal health? We do not, sadly. So... I think, yeah, 7% extra damage with magic, because that emphasizes the damage we'll do. And then we'll take on health regen. I think that is a decent one. Okay, let's craft it. Okay, we need a name for our primal chakram. This will be our primary weapon until we get something a little bit better, but ideally what I would like is to have the primary be pure elemental rather than primal, and my daggers be the primal, so that I can nick something with the dagger and then just lay into them with the chakrams. I am not short. No, I need a name. Not a statement. Primal beginning, sure. Occam's Razor, I think, would be a better one for daggers. Primal beginnings. Okay, let's equip that then. Look at the glow. At this point, I really don't think we're coming back to the solid one. So I will keep the Stalker chakrams though, just in case I need to switch to them. Oh, wow. I got 2 improved flame handles. How did I get 2? I duplicated the flame handles. Oh man, if I'd had those first.
Welcome to the Idylla Market, Beck. And can I interest you in a freshly honed weapon? I hope you enjoy our fair city.
Thank you, I
can
will.
help repair your equipment.
Alright.
You do so much for us, Beckoned. How great of you to come to our city.
You are welcome.
I am a member of the Guard, like any other. I am responsible for helping to manage the peace of the city.
Demon Works, big hands would have been so good. If only... Like, hold on to that one.
There are
okay?
always smaller items of inquiry or aid that the people of Idylla need. This board allows the community to assist them. There are always things to look after in this city, but keeping busy is a good way to ignore a burdened spirit.
What's going on in the city?
Much. We have many issues in our great city that need attention. We encourage all who wish to help to find a task suited to them on the nearby petition board. You may examine it, should you wish.
Very well. All contracts are open to first taker. Sue the guard for pay on completion of task. Stowaway. Lost in the sewers. Hoarders in the sewer. Reports have come in that a troll cub was raised up with the city by mistake years before, and it has grown into a mighty silverback troll. A bounty will be paid for whoever brings the beast down. A surveyor has gone missing in the sewers. She had been sent to write a report on the current strength of the city's foundations. We need someone to find her and, if the worst has happened, deliver her report to... I've no idea how to pronounce her name. Several heirlooms have gone missing from Colossi household. What? They probably just misplaced them. Shifty eyes. Bead of sweat. Likely the work of thieving sprites. Yeah, yes. No, those scallywag sprites. Man, you just don't expect it. The items are stashed somewhere in the depths of the sewer system. Rightio. I will get on that, I guess. Hello?
The market's craftsmen are of the finest caliber.
Silver Knight shock disc, nice. Long way down. Nah! I did not mean to press X there. Get me back up. Hey, Vor, how you doing, mate? Welcome on in, Vormithrax. Welcome on in, Raiders. You just missed a rousing series of debates in the Lycaros. We are very, very good at debating, apparently. Who knew? We have a natural talent for it. Extremely solid arguments. In fact, theses. Not feces, theses. Though we may have debated the feces out of some of the opponents. Welcome on in, mate. Thank you so much for dropping by. What were you playing? Where's my mouse? I've lost my mouse. There we go. Let's get a shout out for Vormithrax. Thank you so very much for dropping by. You were checking out 1.0 of Necess. Of course you were. Yeah, I glimpsed it just before I started streaming, actually. How are you finding it so far? I haven't played since 1.0, but I do quite enjoy Necess.
Many greetings, stranger. I've heard a rumor that the silent choir never talks because they've had their tongues cut out.
We are
Many
currently
greetings,
in the
stranger.
Teeth of Naros DLC in Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. This is my favorite area in the game. I actually said exactly the same thing last stream, and I corrected myself. It is my favorite in terms of it has so many elements that I like all in one area. There are other areas with certain elements which are better than they are displayed here. Like maybe they've got a bit more atmospheric music, or the design of the levels is a bit better. But this has so much all in one place that I really appreciate. Great game at the price. Also have to love. Yeah, no, Necess is, to be fair, Necess has been fantastic ever since it came out, though graphically it has really improved from what I saw. Massively improved. Do you have anything to say?
I've heard one of our scholars has been trying to study trolls. Has she taken leave of her senses?
I heard a rumor that the silent choir never talks because they've had their tongues cut out.
The market's craftsmen are of the finest caliber.
We are currently high over the ground below in a floating city, you may have noticed.
The sewers are open to all, but be wary. Certain areas are in disrepair.
Just 113 gold, just lying there. Work order 204582. There have been reports of the cisterns in the under sewer gathering a greater load of water than they were designed to accept. Masonry crews are currently fully occupied performing tasks for the office of the Primos, as well as routine maintenance. Senior Mason Pegas could perhaps deal with the issue himself, though, as always, he is preoccupied pursuing a vendetta against the vermin of the sewers. Noted. I will take that. I won't take the history of the Colossi because we've already got an example of that one. Hello.
Beckoned. I cannot say you are what I envisioned.
We are
I
so
know
high, but
better
so
than
short.
to judge
Wow.
the gods' chosen one.
That's right. And don't bring up that I'm short.
Would that we could cut ourselves off from it entirely. But though few will call it such, this is our true homeland.
We are so high, but so short. How rude. This place has full contact debate and tall, muscular people for those who are fans of such.
You will not lay eyes on a greater city in Amalur. It
Demonworks
was
is
beauty
correct
on
in
the
that.
ground, and is now only more beautiful that it has been raised into the clouds.
Oh, wow. Vormithrax. I didn't realize that. Big graphics update a while back, and more recently, the world is now continuous, with none of the previous small square island zones you would would move between. I didn't know that. That's actually pretty cool. I may have to revisit it. I wonder how that changes some of the game mechanics.
Faith keeps most of our laws enforced, but I handle the ones not worthy of our god's close care. Stay alert, Beckoned.
I will try. Okay.
I almost did not see you.
Yes?
I've got a couple of quests. This one, I'm trying to pick out the best ones for us to
Just
take.
let me past. I will only be gone for a short while.
You know why you cannot leave. Without you, the city could never be completed.
You cannot keep me here against my will. I am not some animal.
You know it is far too dangerous for you to leave.
My business in the teeth of Naros is no concern of yours. Others may come and go as they please. I demand the same respect.
No, Passator. It is not safe out there. You must remain in the city. That is final. Are
Hello,
you
Caddis.
enjoying the hospitality of the Colossi, Beckoned?
I am.
Truly, it is worth protection. With the trials
It
my
sounds like
people
they
went
need to
through
debate.
to raise it into the
God damn
sky,
it, champ.
it has become more precious than gold. But these earthly costs are nothing compared to the rewards that will come to us. I know it.
Even for a Colossi, that is one hell of a chin.
The concourse is the main hub of our city. It is a place of gathering and prayer. However, it has been quiet since the great tragedy. I am sorry, I cannot say more. I am sworn to protect the people of this city before all else. Each member of the Guard would lay down their life for our people. Be careful on your travels.
Hello, Passator.
What is it? Unless you can somehow convince the guards to let me leave the city, you're only wasting my time. I'm sorry.
Calm down.
It just makes you a little crazed, you see, being locked inside this city like a penned animal. All I want is to leave for a short time to travel to the Warren and check on my wife, Galatea. But I cannot leave.
Okay, your ire is now not only understood, it is justifiable. Tell me of the Warren.
The stone used to build this city was dug out from the Warren. It was our main quarry, but much of it is inaccessible now. The rest is home to beasts.
Yes, Galatea. That raises some questions.
I am one of Idilla's finest masons, so much so that it seems I am an institution amongst my people. It seemed nice at first, but they handle me like a work of art, with too much caution. This city is the child I never had. I poured myself into this stone, these edifices, these reliefs. But now I have been here so long that these walls have lost their charm. They are only the bars of a prison to me.
Tell me of Galatea.
My wife and I were separated when the city was razed. I believe her to still be in the teeth of Naros. I hope she is unharmed.
You left your wife in the Warren?
I did not choose to leave her, Beckoned. I wanted her to come with me, but she can be difficult to move to action sometimes. But I cannot retrieve her now, for I am one of the city's finest masons. The guard are under orders not to let me leave, so I do not die. All I want to know is that she is unharmed, but I've done so well for this city that I am forbidden from departing.
That is rough. Should I bring her back?
Well, you can certainly try, but Galatea is stubborn as stone.
Who did this guy voice in Skyrim? A couple of people, I think. I could check on your wife.
Would you truly, Beckoned? That is something. At least I will be certain that she is unharmed. I left her in the ruins of the Warren, the city's old quarry. You should search there for her.
Where is
We
your
were
wife
separated
exactly?
when the city was razed. I last saw her in the quarries of the Warren.
Very well. I will do
Please
my best.
find my wife.
This is very much a game that rewards you for taking lots of quests at the same time. There's no limit on how many quests you can take, at least that I'm aware of. And the place you go to complete one quest will often be a place where you could have completed another quest as well. So if you fill your quest log with as many things as you can often like do 2 or 3 quests in one run into an area. Hello, Marine.
And it would seem that the deliverer of my people has found me at last. Many honored greetings to you, Beckoned. If you would, I have more than pleasantries to discuss. Like many,
That's rather bold
I
of you.
seek your prowess.
That's exceedingly bold of you. I mean, I can't say I'm not flattered, but...
I have lost much to the beasts of this land. I aim to ensure that none share this sorrow.
Tell me of the Colossi.
Looking at the Colossi here, you will find we have it in ourselves to be truly great. But we are also capable of much violence.
Tell me of
It is
Adilla.
a grand city, worthy of protection, I strive to guard its citizens from the menaces below us, in the teeth of Naros.
But to answer your question specifically, Kayan, fairly certain that that voice actor in particular voiced the Jarl of Windhelm, amongst at least 2 other characters. And they've, again, they're the sort of voice actor that you will have heard in so many different games. Rather prolific.
The Beckoned shows the path the Colossi must walk again. So it has always been claimed.
What do you need?
A culling. Though the Colossi are a people of faith, more and more of us are reverting to the savage ways of our ancestors. The lowest of these doubters become marauders, bloodthirsty and violent, capable of nothing but wrath. They must be purged.
I mean, this is... There are so many ethical issues with this.
I thank you. It is high time we bring their savagery to an end. Each marauder should carry a totem of some sort. Bring those to me as proof of your deeds.
We shall vigorously debate the marauders.
The marauders have lost their reason, but not their strength. If they catch you unawares, you will not have much time left.
Noted.
They roam the lands below the city. I do not doubt that you will find them if you seek them out in the wilds.
You must be the Beckoned.
I am.
Has help come at last?
Hello.
Ah, the famed Beckoned comes to me at last. Admittedly, my request might be the smallest you will hear, but I wish to voice it nonetheless.
Then I will hear it.
I'm just one who's intent on maintaining the cultural integrity of her people. We were once no nobler than the Jotun or the Etin. Some would purge this history, but then how will we remember it?
Fair.
This is a place for those who are weary of their burdens. If you feel so, you can rest for a while. How do you find our city, Beckoned? Grand, is it not? It is the great island of progress, as I see it. But even it cannot forget the world it left below. All the rocks you see, here and in the sewers, once rested in the teeth of Naros.
Tell me of Arches.
I do not forget Arches, or what he did for
Arches.
my people. He led us here and started this city, but most cannot see past his flaws.
What do you
To
need?
preserve the past. All around us is the great chisel and hammer of progress, keen on dragging my people towards enlightenment. But such progress means nothing without context. I wish for someone who can find artifacts of my ancestors, reminders of our simpler times.
I agree.
Very good.
know
I'll
where you're going.
reward
You
you
must
for
know where
any
you've been.
artifacts you can find, but larger artifacts will do well for both of us. I await your findings.
Naros was not a god. Naros is like a name of a valley, or well, a mountain range, I believe. The god that the Colossi follow is Athene. Well, they're not not monotheistic. Is that the correct word? They don't follow monotheism. I'm not sure what the right word, but or are they polytheistic? I'm not sure. But they worship the Titans, of which Athene is their patron goddess.
They are little things, of no
Pantheistic,
intrinsic value.
thank you very much.
But as my people are so convinced to make progress, these artifacts are the few records of who we once were.
Okay.
They are strewn throughout the teeth of Naros. They may be hidden in forgotten corners, or carried by beasts as trophies. Be careful
I shall
with
bring
them.
you as many as I can. Right. Sewer's down there. Recover brother Till's books, apparently. What's one of Brother Till's pervy books doing up here? I have questions. I'll be very careful not to press X while I'm up here, because if I do, I might just yeet myself down there. Do I need to go down? Or is it... No, I think it is to get Brother Till. Okay. Yeah, apparently one of Brother Till's pervy books is up here. Noted. No. Not time to yeet. Time to sewers. You know what? Chat, this is the first sewer system we've come to in the game. How many episodes are up on YouTube that are like an hour long? Because, you know, time to sewer is a metric that we need to recognize. Could someone quickly just check what the latest episode number of the Kingdom of Amalur is on the second channel? ! Archives. Add 4 to that number, and that's how many hours it took us to get to actually doing sewer quests. For an RPG, I think that's going to be pretty impressive. $37 hours. Wow. 37 hours to sewer. That is actually exceedingly impressive. Well done. Now, the sewers are labyrinthine. And we have many quests to do down here. We will follow the primary one and go talk to Secundra first. Yeah, we can have a few sewer quests as a treat. Yeah, exactly. You've held yourself back this long, chat. You've been... Okay, I was going to pun sewer and celibate together. I've decided against it. That's good. The last thing we need is our minds in the gutter. Wow. Wow. Nope. Primal magic engaged. Can't decide if I preferred the sound of the explosions that we got from the fire chakrams to the whooshing sound of the primal chakrams. What do you think, chat? Should I turn the audio down a little bit on effects volumes? I think we probably need to. If we're going to be using these, they are very, very specific. Like, they're quite uniform at least. But, oof. What? I can't hear you over the whooshing sound! Yeah, the whooshing is a bit much, isn't it? Should we turn it down a little bit more? There we go. The only downside is you lose all sorts of things like the sound of footsteps and stuff. It is a bit of a shame. I forgot how loud they were. My glob. Yeah, they're a little bit OTT. I'll be honest, I did not remember how loud they were either. So all the more reason why we need to get to primal daggers a lot faster. Because then it'll be like one stab and then I'll go back to explodey ones. Explodey sounds. Let's take all that. I think we should debate the whooshing. Oh my lord. Chat is never going to give up on this now, you know. You do realise, right? Never. Alright. Ring of Elixir. No. But again, chat, the sewer in this is labyrinthine. You can spend a long time down here and still get lost and still miss things. It's kind of glorious in many ways. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is this? Oh, I see. While it is annoying to listen to, it is really effective. What was it that we picked up just now? There was an item we picked up, I'm fairly certain. Wasn't the work order. Mason's hammer, there we are. This is one of the Colossi heirlooms I was sent after. A very large Mason's hammer. Very well. Did I miss something down there? Might be something in the water, perhaps. We want to be over there. You may notice there's a lot of stuff going on down there. Stuff that we want to be a part of. Let's go and grab this loot. The time to sewer that we went through was significant, but I really want to emphasize just how cool this is. We'll add them to junk. Like, this is a really good sewer. As far as sewer levels go in games, this is like preem sewer. Couple of idealist citizens through here. An exit to the light chaos. Sure. And yes, the doors are Atlas-like individuals hoisting up massive slabs of stone. Hello.
Yes. I've heard one of our scholars has been trying to study trolls. Has she taken leave of her senses?
I mean, says you, down here dancing for birds in a sewer. Just let people enjoy what they enjoy, I say. Hello. There we go. Primal magic active, or was very briefly.
When we came to this land, I thought it was a place of promise.
Oop.
But I was wrong.
Okay, it is tea break time, but first I'll finish checking out what there is to check out over here. Use the fish feeder. I kind of love that that exists. I have no idea if it is functional in any kind of like meaningful way in the game, but I appreciate it. Very cool. Oh, I could have just picked up contracts from down here, I guess. Maybe more will be added. That takes us back to the Light Chaos. This goes up to chat with another citizen. And continues to expand out further and further and further. Instead, I would like to go and interact with the Northern Henge. There we go. We can got fast travel throughout the sewers if we want it. Same. It's like petting a dog. Yes, no, exactly. It's like petting a dog. Having little things like that. Let's grab you. Right, we're almost ready to go on tea break. Don't want those. 26 gold, 26 gold. Okay, so sewer outlook. So we will be coming back here. I just wanted to showcase that this existed and leave it to your imagination on why it exists and what we're going to be doing with it. You know what though? It just occurred to me. One of the best places to go on tea break would definitely be looking over the birds. Time for Aavak to break the tea. Over his knee. What? How dare you? I will enter a vigorous debate with the tea. How dare you trivialize? Alright. Enjoy, chat. It's a bit bright because it's morning. But we will be returning in about 5 to 10 minutes. This is your chance to get up, stretch your legs, get the blood pumping to the various places where it needs to be pumped. And when we return, we will be continuing our sewer adventure.